Hello everyone, thanks for coming back. You probably think investment is too complicated and risky. Probably think only for rich people, but it is not. Actually, investment should be simple and good for everyone. Today, I will show you the simple way how to start your investment 2026 with $1,000. Let's start. If I start with $1,000, I start with $300 into S&P 500. This is the foundation. The S&P 500 is the best 500 companies in the United States. Then I would put $200 into the Nasdaq. This gives me more exposure to technology and growth companies. Next, I would put $200 to US Treasury. This part is not exciting part, but it can make your portfolio more stable. And the last $300 goes into the individual stocks. This is the research bucket. This is where I can study companies like Apple, Nike, Nvidia, Microsoft, and any other businesses. And here is the reason why I start with index fund. Picking stock is hard. A lot of people think they can find the next big winner right away, but in reality, most people lose money in stock market because they chased the big success tomorrow. Index investing helps solve that problem. When you buy the S&P 500, you don't have to pick one perfect company. You own a basket of strongest companies in the United States. When you buy the Nasdaq, you get more exposure to big technology and growth companies. Now this is where investing becomes powerful. It is not only about the first $1,000. The real power comes from investing every month, constantly. For example, if someone invested $200 every first day of the month into S&P 500 or Nasdaq since January 2015, the total invested amount would be around $27,200, but the final value would be much higher. That is the power of consistency. You do not need to be a genius. You do not need to predict the market perfectly. You just need to build the habit. Invested consistently can become serious money over time. If you constantly invested in S&P 500, you will have a $67,000 today instead of $27,000. If it was Nasdaq, $91,000. Now let's talk about investing in US Treasury bond. Bond may sound a little boring, but they can help make your portfolio stronger and more stable, especially when US interest rates are very high right now. You may be able to earn more interest from the US government. So what does it mean to invest US bond? Very simple. It means the US government is borrowing money from you. And in return, the government pays you interest. So now you're a bank. The US government needs money to invest, build infrastructure, support programs, and run the country. So sometimes they borrow money by selling bonds. And honestly, since you already pay taxes, earning interest from the government can feel a little bit like getting some of your tax money back. For this part, I would look at treasury ETFs like IEF or VGIT. And now let's look at why individual stocks are exciting. If you had about $200 of Apple stocks every month from January 2015 to today, April 2026, with dividend reinvested, that could be worth around $125,700. And the interesting thing is Apple was already a very famous and large company in 2015. But even then, if you stayed consistent, you still could have made a lot of money. That is the power of buying great company and holding it for a long time. Now look at one of the hottest company right now, Nvidia. If you had invested $1,000 Nvidia 10 years ago, you could have made an incredible return. 218k. You're rich now. That is why everybody wants to find the next Nvidia. But here is the problem. Not every company is Nvidia. Finding these types of stock is very difficult. And there is always high risk, so you need to be very careful. You need to study companies carefully and diligently. Here is the reason why I recommend this balanced portfolio. Even professional investors struggle to beat the market. Wall Street studies stock all day, every day, 24/7. They have research teams, they have expensive data, they have analysts, models, and years of experience. But many active funds still fail to beat the S&P 500 over time. So if professional struggles to beat the index, I should not act like stock picking is easy. I don't think many people think they can become a Michael Jordan, start playing basketball tomorrow and join the NBA next year. But in investing, many people think they can become Warren Buffett very easily. The truth is, he was already extremely talented since he was young. He already made lots of money from investment since he was teenagers and 20th. That is why I believe some people are naturally talented at investing. Just like Tiger Woods or Lionel Messi. And honestly, there is very few chance we are one of that talented person. That is why I think today's portfolio strategy can work well for many people. The Warren Buffett's lifetime partner Charlie Munger said, "The big money is not in the buying or the selling, but in the waiting." Investing does not need to be complicated. Start with a simple plan. Stay consistent. Let compounding work. You do not rush to become rich overnight. Many people fail because they try to be rich next year. You need to make smart decisions again and again. My YouTube videos are not financial advice or investment recommendation. This channel is a place where we learn and study investing together. If you found today's video helpful and interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.